Today on Pickleballers, we have the legend Thomas Wilson, a pickleball OG who has had quite a journey. So I had 3 extra wires in my heart that would trigger and make my heart beat 300 beats per minute. And the doctor was like, yeah, there's no way you should have lived through that. 300. I mean, it got to the point where I couldn't walk. Same answer. Something's for sure wrong. Can't tell you what it is. Couldn't even look at my daughter in the eyes. It got really bad. But being brought to that place, it puts everything into perspective and makes you really start to think. I told my wife, I'm like, if we do this, I'm never traveling by myself. Pickleball is not number one. Like, family's number one. She was like, let's do this.
I miss you. I think pickleball misses you. The tour misses you. It's really sucked not having you around. I remember seeing you play and I was watching you and I was like so amped to see this new dude. And you were flying around. And still to this day, I think you're one of the most athletic pickleball players I've ever played.
1,000% he is. Today on Pickleballers, we have the legend Thomas Wilson, a pickleball OG who has had quite a year, quite a journey, and he's here with us today. He's looking good. He's looking stylish in his beautiful baby blue. What do you?
Is that Sunday swagger?
Did you just call me baby?
Baby blue.
I said baby blue. You know, like the color.
Thank you. Before we kind of pass the mic over to you, I just want to say, man, you were always one of my favorite players to watch. But more importantly, just one of the people, every time I saw you at a tournament, you were always in a good mood. We were always cracking jokes. Like, to me,
tried to.
I miss you. I think pickleball misses you. The tour misses you. So it's really sucked not having you around. And I really appreciate you coming on to share
for sure.
Just your update of what's going on with your life and your health. And so, yeah, thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks, man. I mean, I miss it just as much, if not more. So yeah. I'm dying to get back out there, man. So thanks for having me, man.
Of course. And so we always start out asking our guests, how did you get to the seat? Like what is, we'd love to just know more about how you got into pickleball, what your upbringing was like. How'd you get here?
Born and raised in Texas, grew up in San Antonio, played college tennis at Purdue University and transferred to Texas, graduated from UT here in Austin. I went to the corporate world for, 7 to 10 years. I'm bad at math, but was working a desk job for a long time. And one day my mom gave me this oversized green ping pong paddle. And I just, one of the classics, just laughed at it. Like, what is this? I had never heard of pickleball before and started dinking around with my parents. You know, they got into it. I think we had like a pickleball tournament for my mom's 55th birthday that the whole family was a part of. And so we would just play for fun. You know, I was loving my corporate job. I was in software sales at Alert Media here in Austin for a long time. And it was just a hobby. I'm like, it's a way for me not to keep gaining weight sitting at a desk. So like, let's go play pickleball because tennis is too hard now. And pickleball was perfect.
Were you still playing a little tennis back then? Like
0. So once I was done with college tennis, I have not touched a tennis racket or played one time.
Mm-hmm. And so college tennis was as far as you went in tennis?
Yes. Yeah. I had no ambitions to go pro. And you know, I think I hit puberty like after I was done with college. So
were you pretty solid college tennis player?
Yeah, I mean, I was, good enough to play. Purdue we were probably ranked 50-ish in the nation. So I was a 5-star recruit. So I wasn't like top, but top 100 in the nation in juniors. So good enough.
Yeah.
And that was a bench warmer at Texas. So, but they were 2 in the nation. So yeah. I was filling up waters.
Hey, but you probably still got that. Did they get a national championship when you were there?
No, dude.
2 in the nation?
I was just there 1 year and then I got injured, didn't play my senior year, but I even missed the Big 12 championship. They got it the year before and after. So that was the curse of Texas tennis.
So after college tennis, you're working in tech sales. And then what? You started playing pickleball, you played for your mom's birthday.
Yeah. So backtrack just a bit. So graduated from Texas in 2013, and my wife and I got married. She was in the middle of school at Texas A&M, rivals. And we got married and went to Bible college together, actually, in Colorado Springs, Colorado. It was a 2-year program. I got my master's technically, but it wasn't like academically rigorous. It was just study the Bible and kind of seek the Lord. That's where we felt like we wanted to do, starting our marriage.
And where did you meet Britney?
Man, we met. She was 13 and I was 16.
Wow.
I homeschooled my junior year of high school because I was traveling so much with tennis. I went to a private academy and I was like, man, that's a really attractive 8th grader. But this is so wrong.
I mean, you just waited it out.
We're 2 years and 11 months apart. Okay, so it's nothing wild. But at that age, it's like I'm a junior and she's a freshman. And anyway, so we met at that point.
That's pretty standard in high school, like
kind of.
Yeah. I mean, a junior dating a freshman, I think happens.
Actually, sorry. So it would be 3 years.
So you're a senior.
So senior.
Okay.
Senior.
Okay.
Anyway. Yeah, so 3 years apart, and I was like, man, maybe I'll date her one day. But her dad was hardcore, man. So everyone knew not to mess with Kirk Goldman.
Oh gosh, Kurt.
So yeah, and I had some older friends trying to date her anyway. So I was a good boy, and I went to college, Purdue first year. Then after my first year at Purdue, we reconnected on Facebook or something. Like commented on a picture, started texting. I invited her to come watch me play a college tennis tournament in the summer, and we started dating. So she was 16 and I was 19 at the time. We dated for 4 years, got married, and then we went to the Bible college. And so we lived in Colorado Springs for 3 years. It was a 2-year program. I worked for a ministry. Actually, this is kind of a fun fact. When we were there, we worked at a phone center. We'd wake up at 2:45 in the morning.
Like a call center?
Yeah, like to pray for people.
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, we were the prayer warriors.
What does that mean? Pray, like,
So like it's a global ministry, and people would call in from all around the world, just ask for prayer, like for health stuff or just anything, just someone to pray with.
That's crazy.
And so we'd wake up at 2:45 in the morning, start work at 3:30, work for a couple hours, and then we'd go to school up the mountain for 4 hours, come back, phone center again for a couple more hours, then we go to bed at like 7 o'clock.
I got a question about the prayers. So
Yeah. Do you need prayer?
Do I pray?
No, do you need some prayer right now?
I mean,
I can lay hands
I always
on you.
do. I always do. But like,
Me too.
Yeah, but like, is it like when someone calls in, is there a different prayer based on the need, or is it always the same prayer?
It's it's not like this religious like thou shalt. I'm not
Yeah.
speaking in King James here, but
You're just like,
no, it's just like you come to me for need, like, hey man, I'm really struggling with my marriage, or I'm struggling with my health. Like happy to pray for you, man. Just ask God for help and just pray for kind of whatever.
Were the phones blowing up all the time, or how?
Yeah, I mean it was a pretty large ministry, and he would have the main guy would have programs on TV sometimes too, so people from all over the world would call in just with the craziest stuff.
were you sometimes like, I don't want to hear that?
Yeah, I mean my wife would leave work in tears a lot of times just because it was so overwhelming to hear what people are dealing with.
It's like trauma.
It's crazy, bro. Like you're like a counselor essentially, and you're hearing some deep stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we did that for a while.
Okay.
And so we were there for a couple of years, and then we moved back to Texas, and then I went officially into the corporate world. And so that was 2015, 2016 that we came back.
Were you good at sales? Are you good at sales?
I was good. I mean, I didn't go into sales right away. So I was an insurance broker.
Okay.
Did that for 3 years. And then I worked at Alert Media here from 2018 to I quit last year. So that was amazing. That changed our lives.
Yeah.
We went from making $11 an hour working part-time at the phone center, hoping that we could feed ourselves, to making enough money to actually like survive.
Yeah.
So it's been a journey, man.
Yeah. And so before we get into pickleball, I, just from knowing your journey and talking to you over the years, I know that you and Britney have had quite the pregnancy journey, fertility journey,
Lack thereof.
I my wife and I had a 4-year journey of our own, and it was brutal. I know yours has been, I think, at least twice as long, maybe 2.5 times as long. Do you mind sharing a little bit about that?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's like you said, it's hard. A lot of people go through it, a lot more people than you would think. So yeah, we got married. We've been married almost 12 years, and probably after a year of marriage, like we wanted to have a big family. We're like, hey, let's start trying to have kids. And I ended up kind of getting tested, and they were like, hey, yeah, something's wrong for sure. And we were like, okay, well, it wasn't too concerning. And then I ended up having 3 surgeries over the period of probably 8 years. So it was like probably a solid 10-year.
What kind of surgeries were they?
I mean, the technical term, like one was a microtessie. I mean, really, it's very invasive and very painful to try to make stuff work, for lack of a better term. Mm-hmm. So it was tough. I mean, financially, that stuff's not covered by insurance.
Yeah.
So you're just paying out of pocket. Like I actually moved in with my brother for a year here in Austin, just to survive and be able to pay for the surgery. But we did that 3 times, just massive amounts of money, just flushed down the toilet because no results.
Did you try in vitro and IVF?
No option to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's nothing to work with, essentially.
Yeah. So you're trying to get something to work with.
Right. And there was nothing.
You weren't able to get there.
Right. And they kept saying like, oh, well, this surgery, there's an 89% success rate. So we're like, oh, finally, like we found the answer. Oh, sorry, nothing. So
Yeah.
I think I vaguely remember talking to you at Dreamland after like the second MLP, and I don't think y'all had officially decided to adopt at that point? Do you remember that?
Yeah. I mean, we weren't for sure yet because I still think I had one more surgery to go that I did not want to do, but my wife was adamant because we're like, we're leaving no stone unturned, and which understandably so, but I'm like, how much more money are we flushing out the toilet here?
Yeah, and I just kind of remember like y'all just seeming so strong and so resilient, and maybe that was just a face you were putting on.
Yeah, my wife's stronger than I am. I mean, because when you're the one with the issue, it's like, it's tough. It's a different kind of pain and a different kind of pain for her. So we're grieving together, but also separately.
Yeah.
So some extremely hard times for sure.
But now you have 2 beautiful babies.
Yes, Holland. I have her up with me.
There we go.
Little baby Holland.
And she's the most recent.
No, so Holland's the firstborn. She's a year and a half,
okay.
And we just adopted Haven 2 months ago. We were up in Indianapolis for a couple months in the NICU. She was born 2 months early, so she was a tiny little thing, but she's healthy, given some crazy circumstances that I can't really go into, but they're full blood.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
so
awesome.
it's amazing.
Congratulations, man.
Thanks.
And so how is it now?
It's incredible.
Like you kind of got your dream of like having the family, the big family. You got two beautiful kids now. What's that like?
It's I mean, when we got Holland, she wasn't supposed to be here for another reason, but the fact that we got her and we came home with her, I think like every morning, like I would try to let my wife sleep because she did the kind of the night shift. I'd get up early, 6 or 7 a.m. and let her sleep for a while. But I would just like kind of look at Holland and like cry, which is a little absurd. But just like the amount of gratitude and the situation she came from, just how it all worked out. And we believe that the Lord, like that was his plan all along, even despite some hardships.
Yeah.
And I would say this, I would go through the misery of the surgeries, the grief, 1,000 times over again to have what we have now. It blows my mind.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I we're not here to talk about my story, but I remember feeling that same level of gratitude, and also gratitude for the journey and like all the things we got to do that we probably wouldn't have got to do having had a baby. And so I think it all works out as it's meant to. So that's beautiful, man.
Everyone's got their crazy journey. Life is hard in a lot of ways. Everyone has their stuff to deal with, and this just happens to be our journey. And yeah, we're working through it, but it's like when you go through hard stuff like that, it makes you stronger as a couple. I mean, the fact that we had 10 years to go through some really, really hard stuff just makes our marriage so solid going into some other crazy challenges through the adoption process, which is just insane.
Yo, by the way, Jared, I used DoorDash to get pickleball equipment to my house. It was the best.
Your first time?
This is the best thing I've ever figured out. I literally can spend more time on the court and less time in the store. It's a lifesaver.
I use DoorDash at least 3 days a week. They deliver food directly to our office while I'm on the court. I'll get lunch, protein shakes, protein bars, trail mix, USB chargers, everything that you need. DoorDash being a new kitchen and Pickleballers partner and the title sponsor for MLP, we're giving away 10 $100 gift cards to random people who comment in our YouTube video.
So you're telling me if I go comment on the Pickleballers podcast, I can win a $100 DoorDash gift card?
You nailed it. Going back to pickleball, you played that first time, you had just messing around, and then you played the mom tournament.
Yeah.
Were you like, this is awesome? Or were you like, this is whatever, it's fun?
No, I liked it a lot. I didn't think I would ever make money doing it.
Yeah.
Like I actually, my first tournament, we played the Texas Open. I played with AJ, my cousin, and then my mom in mixed doubles. And we played Steve Deacon and Christina. What's her last name? McGrath. Yeah.
You're true fan of it.
Yeah. I can't read, but we got a game off of Deacon.
And what level is your mom?
Probably a 5-0, but she's 63 now.
So your mom would beat me.
Yeah, probably. Cool. She's solid.
Sweet.
She's a grinder. And my parents were my main drilling partners throughout my entire pickleball career. Even once I stopped playing last year because of my health stuff, I would work all day, go train with my mom and dad.
And so you played that first tournament. And at this point, are you like, I'm going to be a professional pickleball player? Or are you like, I'm just going to go have fun and see what happens? Yeah, just like play a tournament when I can because I'm like focused on my career, like finally providing well for the family. And so it was just 100% hobby. I never considered going full time. And then was the Masters the next tournament? I have a bad memory with that, but I remember shortly after. I remember sitting at my house watching the PPA tournament. And this was a time where, like, Roscoe, when you came into the sport, you were like a slew of new players coming in.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Back then, it wasn't like that. It was like when a new player came in, it was a huge deal. Yeah. And I'm trying to think like who else came in around the same time as you, maybe a couple others. But like I remember seeing
Julian Arnold probably.
Julian, yeah. But I remember seeing you play and I was watching you and I was like so amped to see this new dude. And you were flying around. And still to this day, I think you're one of the most athletic pickleball players I've ever played.
1,000%.
Not anymore, man. There's some freaks out there.
This guy moves around the court like he's a runner. Like,
it's crazy. Yeah. And so you played Jay that tournament. You beat Jay.
Yeah.
You beat someone else.
Frank Anthony Davis. Yeah.
Frank Anthony Davis.
The legend, Frank.
And then you lost to Tyson.
Yeah.
But that was like a great match. I'm certain we posted. Maybe we'll pull up some points from that match. But I know we posted some from that tournament. And I was like super stoked to see this new, blonde, brownish hair kid, young guy, like
with a slightly receding hairline. Yeah, perfect.
I didn't notice that. And so what happened after that? So you had a good singles run.
Yeah, I mean it's funny. Tyson was literally running. I was running in circles, literally on the court to try to keep the ball in, and Tyson was chilling at the net. And if people thought that was good pickleball, then that's great. But to me, I was just getting run around. But it was fun. I mean, that was like a little breakout tournament. I mean, I think Jay missed like 6 serves in a row, and I paid him on the side for him to lose. Just kidding. But yeah, it worked out well, and so that was kind of the beginning. But even at that point, I was still not considering going full-time pickleball at all.
So what made you then say, maybe this is a reality?
I mean, the sport grew so much, right? I mean, they got the 2 MLP, PPA, everything's exploding, the money's better, and I just never thought it would get financially to a point where I'm like, okay, I'm going to quit my job that I love. That's a long-term career for this. I just never thought that was a possibility.
When did you realize that was a reality?
Probably like right before I signed the contract, like a year and a half ago or whenever that was.
So Tour Wars period is when you...
Yeah, I mean, that was the only time that I was like, oh, this might be possible now.
Yeah. And I remember you were still doing your job, like your corporate job, when everyone was saying, you know what, I'm just going to play full-time pickleball. You were still sticking by your corporate job, being one of the top players in the world. And it had to be a substantial amount of money to kind of make you say, all right, maybe, this is more of a time investment for me that I need to make.
Yeah. I mean, it was like a perfect crossover. Like what I was making on my previous job, it replaced that. And I'm like, cool. Like, let's play pickleball. Like I'm now 35 at the time, I guess 33, but in knowing that, okay, I'm 35 now, I'm not going to be playing for, 12, 15 more years. This is an incredible opportunity to play a sport for a living that I love, that everyone loves.
At the highest
level.
level. Yeah.
To travel with my family. And I told my wife, I'm like, if we do this, I'm never traveling by myself. Like we're a family unit, or I'm staying home. Like pickleball is not number one. Like family's number one.
Love
and
that.
she was like, let's do this. And so my wife's a nurse practitioner, and she quit her job. She was running a med spa, doing really well. And she's like, let's do it.
Mm-hmm. I love that.
She's more of a risk taker than I am. I'm very safe when it comes to that stuff, but it was a family decision, and it was awesome until I got some health stuff last year.
And for those who are kind of newer to the sport, Thomas won a MLP championship, right? With
Julian,
I was
on the team. Yeah.
Irina and Catherine, but you didn't play that season?
No, I did.
Yeah.
That's when I had the heart issue.
But you still won. You were.
I was on the. Yes, I played.
Hunter replaced you for like one event, right?
Yeah, Hunter.
You're so humble.
No,
humble.
That was actually the next season. No, you're right. Sorry, you're right.
And you won it in San Clemente. Wasn't it in San Clemente?
It was.
The finals?
Yeah. Drew Brees was there, which is cool.
And that's something I would want to ask about. So Drew's a Boilermaker.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know. I think maybe I did know you went to Purdue and I forgot.
Yeah.
So did y'all have a connection around that?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I actually never wanted to leave Purdue. I just had to because of scholarship issues. But yeah, it was. I mean, just the fact that he's part owner of the team, and it's in Indiana, so it's kind of random. Like it would make sense if it was like if you went to Texas or something. But yeah, and I still feel like I'm a Boilermaker even more than a Longhorn, even though I have a degree from Texas. But I'm a Boiler.
do you still feel like you're part of the Mad Drops family?
Yeah, man. I mean, the fact that Zubin or the team just throws me on injury reserve just so I can still be a part of the family is like unbelievable. I mean, they're like family too, just the way they treat us in the relationship. It's even if at some point when I'm not on the team, I guess I'm not, but not associated at all. I will always feel like a Mad Drop.
I think that whole Mad Drop squad is so impressive. Like Zubin, no matter who it is, like he's just the nicest dude to everybody.
It's incredible.
Takes care of all of his players. Is so invested in the sport, and I think being part of a team like that is awesome. And of course, there's so many other teams like that. But I mean, the way you guys won with Drew Brees and San Clemente, I remember seeing that and being like, I need to play MLP now. I was like, that was like what I wanted to be part of. So
it was too much fun. And the funny part too is that was 8 days after I had heart surgery is when we won. So like when I showed up San Clemente, I wasn't sure if I could play because I just got, I had Wolff-Parkinson-White syndrome. And so I had 3 extra wires in my heart that would trigger and make my heart beat 300 beats per minute. Turns out we didn't know till I had a heart monitor on, and the doctor was like, yeah, there's no way you should have lived through that.
300
literally on the dot.
What's standard?
Like heart attack is in the 200s, like 300. So this guy in Austin, he's been working for 35 years. He's like, I've never seen this one time in an adult that has survived. And that happened 6 times.
Wow.
Like it would happen in a tournament. So I think when the adrenaline was high and I was like really working hard, something would just trigger in my heart and it would just.
Would you feel it?
Oh yeah, dude. I was like, I mean, because, working out, your max heart rate is like 180, 185. And I would tell my wife, who's a nurse practitioner, I'm like, I literally feel like it's double. Like I feel like it's going twice as fast as my max heartbeat.
And when did you first feel that? What do you remember what that kind of reaction was?
Yeah. So I think the first time was the Masters when we were playing Matt and Lucy. Viv and I were playing the best match of our entire lives. And it triggered in the second game. And
was this a nighttime match?
I can't remember. I mean, I blacked out.
Okay.
Oh, really? Like you?
I didn't officially black out, but it was just so overwhelming what was happening. And so I took the full 15-minute medical timeout. My heart would not slow down. And the ref it was 15 minutes was up. The ref was walking over to Matt and Lucy saying, hey, the match is over. And then my heart kicked back into gear. Like it stopped beating 300 beats per minute. And I was like, wait. Like as he was starting to talk to Matt and Lucy, I was like, wait, no, I'm good. And everyone's like, what are you talking about? There was a doctor on site that was like you need to be in an ambulance. Like you're stupid. But I just wanted to finish the match so bad. So I literally went back on the court and Viv, I was just chilling. And Viv, like I think she played left a decent amount of the time. She just took over and we ended up winning.
Wow.
And Matt and Lucy probably felt bad for me. So it was kind of awkward, like
they
we were worried about my life.
Yeah.
And then so pickleball kind of goes to the side, but that was the first time, and then it happened several times after that. And the last time was the Texas Open. I played singles again for some reason, and I had a heart monitor on, and it got sent to my doctor, and he called me within a minute and was like, "Get in an ambulance now." But
oh my god!
But I didn't.
Did you?
I didn't because my heart got it slowed down again. So I was like, "Okay, I'm good." But then I went to see him the next day, and he's like, "You need surgery tomorrow." They finally figured out what it was, and we didn't know what I had the entire time.
And so, what was it?
It's called Wolff-Parkinson-White. It's congenital. Is that how you say it? You're born with it, and I didn't know I had it at all. I had no heart issues my entire life. But then when he was in there, normally you have 1 extra pathway, but I had 3 extra pathways that they had to ablate, which is insanely rare. But
what does ablate mean?
Like torch it, like you burn it, so it doesn't work anymore.
Wow.
But my heart's been perfect since.
Wow.
Is it safe to say that there was a time or an extended period of time in your life where you weren't certain that you were going to live much longer?
Yeah, I mean, especially that, like when your heart's doing that, I didn't know what was going on, but I knew something was very wrong until we figured it out. And him saying, like, the day before I needed surgery, he's like, I'm shocked you're here. And I was like, I didn't know it was that bad. I knew something was for sure wrong. But it's not like I had severe chest pain. I never even officially passed out. It was just because my heart was going that fast, it's not sustainable. And it would happen for 10 to 15 minutes and then stop. So yeah, that was crazy. And then the next year, more health stuff.
But you got through the heart
Heart's
problems.
perfect.
You played a little longer, got back to the court.
Yeah, I played for another year because that was June the previous year, 2023. And I played for another full year until some more health stuff happened.
And so I think a lot of people obviously know that, you've been out for a year now, out of pickleball. We were talking about this earlier, but it was the Sacramento tournament.
Yeah.
Take me through that journey of these new kind of health issues you've been through and what's that been like? Because I think a lot of people, it all started with the question, oh, where's Thomas Wilson? What's happening with him? And I know you've given little updates, but take me through that journey and what that's been like.
Yeah. So, I mean, it came out of nowhere. I mean, I started having kind of shortness of breath in May, I would say ish. And it kind of progressed a little bit daily just to where I'm like, man, I can't yawn. I can't take a satisfying deep breath. And I didn't know why. I wasn't sick or anything. So I was like, well, maybe I got a little bug or maybe there was like mold in a random Airbnb we stayed in. So I kind of thought it was that. I wasn't too concerned, but then I got to the point where like even just warming up, like in Sacramento, just warming up, I'm like just gassed. and I'm not even moving much. So I'm like, okay, something is progressing.
So this isn't a high BPM
Heart rate thing.
Yeah, this is different. Now you're feeling gas.
So heart stuff completely in the past.
Yeah.
This is completely separate. Heart rate's fine, but just like my lungs aren't expanding and working properly. And so it got to the point where, so Sacramento was the last tournament. I think I played with Jack Sock. We lost first round. Sorry, Jack. I went to an urgent care that night, and the guy was like, "Oh yeah, like you might have MS, like based on some other symptoms, like muscle twitching, some weird stuff going on." And so he's like, "You need to get a brain MRI right away." So I go home, get a brain MRI. They don't really see anything there. That's fine. But I kept progressing and getting worse. Got admitted to the hospital. I mean, it got to the point where I couldn't walk. I couldn't walk like down the hall without just being miserable. And even for the longest time, like even now, I can't yawn. I can't take a full, deep, satisfying breath. I think I'm getting a little bit better. But yeah, it was to the point where they thought I had some crazy rare disease like ALS or some serious neuromuscular thing. Like it was, it got really bad. I mean, I was in the hospital here in Austin, Del Seaton downtown for a week or two. They did every test in the world. They're like, gosh, something is seriously wrong. We just can't pinpoint it. You need to go to Mayo Clinic, which is so hard to get into. My wife, thankfully knowing the healthcare world, she navigated that, got me in, took 4 months to get admitted there. Went there. So we're like, oh, we finally made it to Mayo Clinic. We're good. Like, we're going to find the answer. And they're like, same answer. Something's for sure wrong. Can't tell you what it is.
How's that even possible? Like,
it's crazy. Yeah.
And you still do not know what it is.
Still don't know. But the good thing is, I did all the tests because they were convinced it was the neuromuscular stuff. Passed that with flying colors. So that's not a concern anymore, which was the real concern because we were talking about the will. You know, my family was signing over, like we were going through the medical power of attorney stuff. Like we were signing those documents, making sure life insurance was in place. I mean, this was last fall. And so it was like, all I did was weep every single day. I couldn't even look at my daughter in the eyes.
Wow.
Yeah. It's just like, I hate talking about it, but
no, I mean, it's so brutal.
Crazy.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the darkest of times that exist. But just to now not be in a hospital anymore, I still don't have clarity, but I think I'm finally slowly getting better. So whatever happened, I'm on some peptide therapy now and doing some holistic stuff that I think is finally working because all the, typical medical system can figure it out. But there's a lot outside of that you can tap into. So I think we're kind of on the right track. And even the last month, like I did a couple active things this week, went on a walk and just trying to use my body. And normally when I did that, I would be set back for days. Like if I went on a 20-minute walk, like my breathing's even shorter and I'm just miserable, even sitting down. Like you feel like you're drowning constantly.
Ugh.
How has your faith played a role in all of this?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, we went to Bible college, right? It's like, oh, like you're this super strong believer or like you have such super strong faith. But when the rubber hits the road, it's like, where are you at?
It was
like, where are you really at?
Yeah.
And so it tests you more than you can imagine. But being brought to that place, it puts everything into perspective and makes you really start to think, okay, like if I'm not here tomorrow, like what's going to be happening? And, I believe that the Lord takes people through ups and downs for various reasons, whether it's like, hey, to get my attention, to bring me back closer to him or whatever it was. But when you have no control over your body and no control over your life and you feel that, like every breath I took, I'm like, it's getting shorter and shorter and shorter day by day. I'm like, how much shorter could it get? I mean, I'm on a CPAP, I'm taking inhalers, I'm on oxygen, and nothing relieves anything and nothing helps, which blew the doctors away.
What was I guess now sitting here, what is the diagnosis of the whole situation? Did they figure out at least what somewhat of the problem? No, you don't have like an official diagnosis.
Yeah, but I mean, ChatGPT's your friend.
Yeah.
Like
it's ChatGPT, but
oh, dude, I'm on it 24/7. My wife's like, "Are you dating ChatGPT?" I'm like, sort of.
I mean, there are people.
My girlfriend's creeped out by ChatGPT because
yeah,
I was using it as like a mentor for a little while.
People use it as
I need
as
a friend.
therapist
Yeah,
now.
no, literally. I was like, so today's been a hard day, and
Yeah.
I really want to make sure, sure I'm putting in work.
People say that A, it's the best therapist there is out there right now, and B, that it's going to cure cancer. within 3 years.
I believe it based on the feedback I'm getting. The answers I've gotten from ChatGPT blow Mayo Clinic away.
Wow.
It's crazy. And so self-diagnosing here, I think what happened is, we're going through the fertility stuff. I'm working a full-time job, playing full-time pickleball. We're going through some crazy adoption stuff. It's just a storm of craziness where
Stress.
I'm a positive person. And so I didn't feel the stress. I think, and I tend to repress any stress or pain. I'm like, sweep it under the rug. I have a huge rug, by the way, with a lot of stuff under it. It's brutal. But I think that was part of it. And then I have an autoimmune condition like Hashimoto's, hypothyroidism, pretty common. And so I'm thinking that my body was like stuck in fight or flight for so long, for years. And I ended up, my nervous system essentially collapsed, is what ChatGPT is telling me, which is causing muscle twitching everywhere, shortness of breath, weakness in my hands and muscles. Like if I lift something, like immediate lactic acid burning, like I just did a bunch of bicep curls.
This is going to sound like maybe just absurd. Have you tried breath work?
Yeah, that's part of it. So that's part of the training. I've been going to Denver like once a month.
Do you know Fish in town?
Dude, yeah, I've talked to Fish.
Yeah, I mean, Fish was on our podcast with John Mackey, the founder of Whole Foods, one of my best friends.
Oh, that's crazy.
He's literally like the best dude ever to talk to, just in general.
Yeah, no, I talked to him on the phone because Jason Aspis referred me to him.
Has he been helpful?
Yeah, so I mean, he talked through my stuff and gave me some helpful things just to do, just to try to kind of like get my breath back. And so I've been, part of my journey of healing is breath work and just trying to reset everything.
Okay.
And I'm on, like I said, the peptides too that are helping heal your mitochondria. It's unbelievable what you can do with peptides. It's crazy.
I've been thinking about getting on peptides for a while.
It's amazing. They're just amino acids. It's just like a text message to your body to tell it to run a process. There's no negative side effects pretty much.
That they found.
Right. Yeah.
But I think there's the top athletes in the world are on it, so I trust it.
Yeah, and there's plenty of
tail and
right. I know. I'll take a tail, whatever. I'll play pickleball with a little tail. I'll shake my tail feather out there on the court. Let's go.
So that's a question I have actually is, are you focused on coming back to pickleball, or is the goal not that anymore? Is it just I want to be healthy in general and just live my life with my family? What's your mindset for that? Yeah,
so I would say it's kind of shifted the last couple months. I would say last fall when you're just hoping you have another day with your family. But now I'm a lot more stable. I can do more stuff. And I finally do feel like I've turned a corner and I'm starting to slowly improve. So now, the goal is always, of course, I would love to get back to pickleball if I'm going to be on this earth. Like that would be great. Mm-hmm. But who cares about pickleball or really anything of this world at that time? Yeah. That's different now.
Life is.
Yeah. But now that I see some stability and some hope again, the goal is still absolutely to get back. And I believe I can and will. It's just a matter of when. Mm-hmm. All I do every day, I take like 7 or 8 injections of stuff every day. I'm doing breath work. I'm still going to a bunch of doctors, doing all the stuff. And so I think I'm turning a corner actually, and I'm kind of pessimistic or maybe more of a realist in that sense. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm feeling better. Like I truly believe I am. Otherwise I wouldn't give myself that hope because I'm not going to give myself false hope, right? Like, oh yeah, you're going to be fine. Well, if I'm not, I don't want to lie to myself.
Did the stakes get raised significantly once you adopted the babies?
Yeah, in a major way because you now have a child that you want to be there for and care for and provide for their entire life.
It's the great perspective shifter.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, man. Yeah. And now that we have Haven, I'm just like, wow, we have 2 kids that I need to be here for. Yeah. But I'm past am I going to be here tomorrow, like based on my current health stuff. Mm-hmm. And now it's like I'm working towards getting back to pickleball.
I can speak for every single person on the tour that we all want to see you first and foremost healthy, but then just galloping around the court again,
I just want to see you out at the sites.
Yeah.
I
think I'm going to Dallas MLP.
I won't be there.
Oh, come on.
Maybe I'll have to go.
Yeah.
No, but just like, I don't know, just seeing you and your energy and always smiling. It's a huge miss, man.
Thanks, man.
Just finding forehands from every possible angle.
I know. I'm like, man, I haven't played pickleball in over a year, and I haven't hit a backhand ever, but also really in a year. So I'm like, if I
be your first singles match back?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Yeah, we can play it.
Will I win
your court?
No,
probably not.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Yes, just move me a little bit.
I think Viv was like I always kind of equated Thomas with Viv and Viv with Thomas on the court.
Vivian David for those
Vivian David, yeah.
don't know.
And she's, I think, who's she playing with now?
She's playing some with Hunter, Dylan Frazier.
But she
kind of a mixed bag.
Yeah. How has that been? Her, like, have you stayed in touch with her?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, she's like she's like a sister to us.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I know she was deeply impacted by what happened with me, and you know, she loves us and was there for us. She went to visit me and stayed with us in the hospital and all that stuff. Skipped a tournament or two to do that. Which most people probably wouldn't, right?
She might be the most like kind, always truly smiling, player. Like,
I mean, her middle name's Joy, so there you go.
Yeah. Very fitting.
Really, my goal is to get back to pickleball so Viv and I can play together again.
Yeah,
that would just be unbelievable. I can't imagine how fun that would be.
You have a great way of mentoring your friends and being kind of like that rock in their life. And I know you've obviously been through a lot, but just from the people I know who are really close to you, Hunter, Yates, Viv, like when something happens, they're like, all right, let's go ask Thomas. Let's go chat with Thomas. Like, you know, where's Thomas? Like, you are kind of like a rock in so many people's lives. And I think that's super special. Is it something that you do? Is it something that you think about? Or are you just like always there when people like kind of need you? Or are you just kind of a random question? But
I never thought about that.
I just notice it with just how people talk about you, the people who are really close to you. Like anytime like Hunter, Yates, like they need like advice or they want to like get someone's take, it's like, let's call Thomas. Like,
that's funny.
Yeah. I think that's super cool.
Yeah. I don't know if I see myself as like a mentor, but I guess just the way that I'm wired, I'm just like an endpoint extrovert. I never want to be alone. I always want to be hanging out with people. I love people to death. I'm an open book. Like, I mean, what's there to hide in life? It's like I'm happy to share my problems and issues with people because it's life and everyone has stuff. And so I think I love people. I care about people. I just have always been that way. I was born that way. I mean, I'm not the smartest intellectual guy, but in sales, making a living off of working and helping people and stuff like that. So I just think it's just who I am, which is fun. I mean, I would do anything for most people, and I help when I can, if I can. Yeah. So
I do remember the first time I saw Hunter and Yates at Dreamland. First off, I thought I kept seeing you,
the triplets,
and like there was like the triplets, and then I remember they were out on the court hitting around. I went up to you like, who are these guys? You're like, oh, they were like, you know, top tier doubles tennis players, and then I remember y'all just being inseparable after that.
Yeah.
How did you meet those guys?
I think it was through one of our other tennis buddies, Daniel Whitehead, who I grew up playing tennis with. He played tennis at Texas, and he was like, man, he doesn't play pickleball, but he's like, man, I think there are some tennis pros that are like 200 in the world that are quitting tennis to play pickleball, and they live in New Braunfels.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, no, there's not.
I would have seen him at worst.
I would have known. Yeah, right. I would have seen him somewhere.
Yeah.
But then I think he connected us, and they were just getting into pickleball, like just had quit tennis. And so we got connected and went out and played one time.
It's crazy you didn't know him.
Yeah, no, I had no idea.
What took you to New Braunfels?
I mean, I grew up in San Antonio, and so we went to Colorado, came back to Austin, and we were there for probably 5 years. And during COVID, I was like, let's like get some space, you know, because things got weird in Austin. But we just wanted to finally try to buy a house after moving into a different apartment for 8 or 9 straight years. Mm-hmm. Just have a little bit more stability, just slow down. And, you know, traveling a lot, it was like, I don't need to be in the big city. Let's just have some space. So kind of random. I mean,
that is kind of random.
No, and I drew a huge circle around Austin. I'm like, I'll move an hour north, south, east, west, just as long as.
Go in the city?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Just in case, because our company went remote at the time, so I could work from home. I'm like, just in case, because it used to be fully in the office until COVID. So I had to be at least in an earshot of work. So I was like an hour max away. And we just happened to find a neighborhood and floor plan that we liked that was affordable, and New Braunfels. And my parents live in New Braunfels too, so that's obviously a huge plus. They're like 7 minutes away, and my main drilling partners.
Yeah.
Before we dive into some of the typical pickleballers shenanigans, is there anything else that you want the audience to know about you and your life and Britney and your kids? Anything we missed?
I guess the only new thing is I've kind of posted about it on social media, but Oakfire Ridge is a It's a private club and now resort hotel. It was going to be condos, but we shifted because there's just a lot of demand for people to be a part of it. And so they're going to build just the nicest pickleball courts you've ever seen. It's on 50 acres. It's between Austin and San Antonio and Bulverde, probably 30 minutes north of San Antonio. And so we're going to be partners there and help develop it. And,
cool.
And it's going to be unbelievable. It's going to be like a bunch of biohacking stuff, a resort style spa.
Wow.
An unbelievable pool.
And it's going to be homes.
No, it's hotels.
Hotels.
Yeah, hotels now. It was condos, but now it's hotels.
I'd love to talk to them. See how we can help them.
It's incredible, man. Yeah.
I've seen you post about that. It looks insane.
The guy that's starting it, Sean Tipton, he actually started a Rosti. He's a founder of a Rosti.
What's a Rosti?
Oh, you don't know what that
A
is?
Rosti, the
like a musculoskeletal like rehab place.
recovery. Yeah.
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 Yeah, so he's a founder of a Rosti.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he's just unbelievable and incredibly successful and just such an unreal human. You don't often find those two things together. We got connected with him, and
He lives here in Austin?
No, he's in. He lives actually at Oakfire Ridge. It's in Bulverde.
Well, how far is it from Austin?
I'd say 45 minutes an hour south.
So we're all going to hang out at Oakfire Ridge now.
Man,
Is
yeah,
that like the new spot?
it's in the process of being built. But we're planning to have tournaments out there, a bunch of courts. It's going to be the nicest courts ever. I mean, everything's going to be high end. We're going to have a restaurant. We're going to have a mixologist, chef. It's going to be the goal is to make it unlike anything else, and it's a complete 5-star experience all the way through.
How many courts and when will it be?
Different phases. So phase 1, I think we'll do 12 courts. I'd say probably within a year.
Let's get to 20 courts and have the kitchen open there.
Cool. Sounds good.
Let's do an annual tournament.
If I made the calls, I'd say yes right now.
Let's go.
No, that would be, there's so much opportunity. And we want it to be like a pickleball hub for even training for up and coming pros for
Are they
tournaments.
going to live there like Dreamland?
I don't know. Well, so that's the thing. I mean, pros can come and teach and stay there for free and make some money, do some awesome clinics. Like the technology they're going to have on the courts is unreal. So everything is going to be literally 5-star everything.
Sounds like heaven.
You look at some of the renderings and the pictures, it's mind blowing how nice it's going to be.
I think that's what I've seen.
Yeah,
I'm like, when do I move
It doesn't
in?
even feel real. I'm like, and so it's going to be a private club that people can join to be able to have access to the amenities and the pickleball, or you can stay at the hotel.
We've been working with Airbnbs and hotels, and we do trade where it's, we promote for some stays. So let's
All
go.
right, let's make a deal.
Yeah. Man.
Hey, guys, let's shake hands.
Roscoe, you want to take us into the...
This is honestly a question I have for you, because obviously you played.
Is it
the
a
best
serious
players in the
one, or
world.
is it?
It's kind of serious.
Okay.
Who's been the toughest player you've played against, and why? Obviously, you've played against all the top players, but like, who's that one guy or girl that you're like, I mean, this person is just so tough for you personally?
I mean, you can't say Ben and Anna Leigh, can you? Because that's obvious.
You can say that, yeah.
I mean, I'll try to think of another one, but like my immediate thought is, I played Ben 1,000 times and beat him once when he wasn't playing with Anna Leigh. So, and actually, wait, did Julian and I, maybe we beat him in that game to 25 in MLP. I think
we all won that.
We did. Okay. I remember I got a sweet let cord. I was like the only winner. I hit the whole match. But yeah, Ben and Anna Leigh, I would say Anna Leigh specifically, which is just wild.
Yeah,
I mean, like everyone would probably say the same thing. I'm like, I'm so curious how good she would be, like what she would be ranked if she played straight up men's doubles. Put Ben and Anna Leigh in a men's tournament. Everyone wants to see it.
Yeah.
I want to see it.
Or even men's singles in a tournament.
Like
I want to see it, but I don't
People-
want to see it because like,
you don't want to lose to it.
Yeah, I don't want to play him. Yeah. I'll stay injured for that tournament for sure.
Yeah.
So playing with Julian Arnold, who's like, I love Julian, biggest character. Were there ever times where he was doing his Andiamo and yelling at people where you're like, dude?
I mean, I'd say yes and no. I mean, you know what you sign up for with him.
Yeah.
And most of it is so positive. I mean, the only time is just like, if he was getting upset about something that carried over for too long, that, you get in trouble there. But
were you in the match at Mesa?
There were more highs than lows.
Where he was fighting with someone in MLP, and
Redmeyer?
yes, I have so many great videos from that. You were in that, right?
Yeah. That's when I had my heart stuff and I was on like a bunch of
You're like, bro, you're gonna like.
No, dude, I was just like, I was chilling on. I normally chill on the right, but I was chilling on the right while Julian was doing his thing. I mean, he won that for us, man.
Yeah.
He the season of MLP that we won, he was
the best player in the world
Julian Arnold.
during that season.
It was insane.
Like I will stand by that.
I just had to be an average right side player. I mean, literally. I didn't have to do
taking
anything.
Over?
Yes,
Or was
a
he
beast,
just not
dude.
making
it was crazy. It was everything.
Okay.
He was.
I
like-
I need to go watch this film.
It's like what Hayden did this weekend and has been doing. It's just like
times like 5. Like he was the best
It
player
was-
in the world, and it wasn't close.
it was crazy.
It was nuts.
was unreal.
Tennis and pickleball. What was the hardest thing to learn coming into pickleball, being a tennis player? What transferable skills do you think there are?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting when you see a lot of these high level tennis players come over. Just because you're good at tennis doesn't mean you're going to be good at pickleball. I think that's pretty clear now. But I think the people that have, I mean, it's all about touch and feel, right? It's a skill game. It's more of a chess match. You can't just like blast the serve and rip a forehand like you do in singles, actually. So that's talking about doubles here. But it's the people that I think that have natural hands, touch, like tennis players who were more creative, like were able to hit drop shots and more shot creativity are the ones that are transferring over and being more successful. I think that's part of it. I mean, the backhand flick is, I have no idea how to hit a backhand in general, but especially a backhand flick. Like if I come back to playing pickleball, I mean, I ran around every backhand, but I'm going to be in the stands hitting forehands. I mean, there will be not a backhand.
That's what makes you
not
special.
a backhand to
That's
be
what makes
seen.
you special.
But yeah, I got to get fast again now.
You're going on an RV road trip. You have to take one male pro pickleball player with you on that road trip for 10 hours. Who are you taking?
Okay, I'm just going to answer this. Let's see.
You can't take both Hunter and Yates.
So
they're twins.
I'm not going to give like what y'all would think I would say. So the first person that comes to mind would be Craig Johnson.
Oh, Craig.
First of all, you get to look at him for 10 hours.
Yeah, he's beautiful.
You get
He's
to
a
look
gorgeous
into his
guy.
eyes, and he's going to smile at you the whole time. And
those
he's going to
big
make
bright
you feel
teeth.
like you're the best person in the world and the most important person that exists.
I love that man.
He's-
I gotta
Yeah.
know. I gotta get to know Craig more.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
we're trying to keep you away from Craig. He's pretty.
I'll taint him.
He's pretty great right now.
He's
tainted Craig.
just the most excitable, just happy. He's an incredible guy.
You know who else is like that? Like who I think is just the happiest, nicest guy ever is Jeff Johnson.
Oh man, yeah.
Jeff
Jeff
Johnson.
Johnson.
We need Jeff Johnson on the podcast.
We were
100%.
thinking about it.
I spent time with him at Roscoe's
Oh,
house
man.
when we were in LA shooting, and I like Hunter and Yates. Like I consider them friends. Jeff makes Hunter and Yates seem so lame. Like Jeff is the coolest guy ever.
Jeff is a literal saint.
He's the party man. I mean, it's funny because, not traveling that much right now. Hunter and Yates are gone a lot. We probably hang out with Jeff and Don more than Hunter and Yates.
Yeah.
So I'm like, who are we closer with? I'm not sure.
Jeff.
I mean, Jeff.
Don is also
She's
the greatest
incredible,
human
man.
ever, but
Oh.
Jeff is just like this character that just lights up the world.
So I have a question about the state of pickleball. Not only the how much it's changed from a gameplay perspective, but also like everything going on with the contracts and like just the madness. Like a lot has changed since you last were on the court.
Yeah, a ton.
What's your take? Like, where do you see pickleball headed? How do you think you'll adapt when you're back? I'm going to say when you're back.
Yeah, we'll take that.
To the pace of the game, new paddles.
Yeah. I mean, I still think it's going in an extremely positive direction. I mean, yeah, contract stuff's happening, but the sport's just trying to figure itself out. The business side of things, they're trying to make this sport profitable and do their thing, and players are doing what's best for them. And so I think it's just growing pains. I mean, that's kind of a canned answer, but it's true.
Yeah.
I think you're right though. Like it has to be profitable.
Yeah.
It has to work from a business standpoint, and then obviously, players are going to look out for themselves. But you're right.
Yeah, because if it's too lopsided one way or the other, it's not going to work.
And what about the pace of the game? Do you think it coming back, there'll be an adjustment period?
Yeah, because I'm gonna have a smoke show carbon paddle coming back.
Let's go.
By the way, my girlfriend, when we talk about you, she refers to you as the male cheerleader because one time memes of pickleball posted what people would
Tammy.
be.
That was Tammy. That was my name.
And yeah, you were a male cheerleader, and she said that was so spot on.
Was he a beautiful woman?
No, he was a male cheerleader.
Oh.
Oh, I thought you were talking about when they put our faces and turned us into women, or vice versa.
No, but that was good too.
Okay, I
So
missed that
when
one,
they
I
did
think.
the Gabe Tardio was the Pixar character, and you were a male cheerleader.
I forgot about that.
I was gated community or something.
Roscoe has this question on the list, and I think it's kind of boring, but we'll ask anyways. What's one thing a pickleball player can do today to improve their game? And you can say, Roscoe, this is a stupid question. I'm not going to answer, or you can answer it.
Roscoe, it's a stupid question.
Learn from Thomas Wilson.
There's nothing to learn from me, man.
Run around, and your forehand.
I thought it'd be a little real.
I wish I had some value to add there, but I mean, I think it's nothing that people like. There's too much pickleball knowledge and teaching out there now to where there's nothing different.
Thomas, dude, thanks so much for coming on. We love you. We appreciate you. I think the whole pickleball world can say that we're rooting for you so hard, and we want you to come back. But most importantly, we want you to be healthy, and you've been an inspiration to many. So thanks for coming.
Thanks, man. Yeah, thanks for having me. I'll get out there one day. I promise.
Yeah, dude. And I echo what Roscoe said. The vulnerability, the openness, just sharing your story. I think it can be an inspiration to a lot of people, myself included. Cool. So yeah, you got to get back out there.
I'm trying.
Even if it's for one tournament, I got to see you out there.
Just give me one.
All right,
come on,
let's go.
Viv, get your paddles ready. I'm coming.
Love it. Thanks, bro.
Thanks, guys.